Birdwatching in Italy with Klly Grbr. I sit here waiting for the day to dawn so I can continue my study of Italian. A freight train, or maybe the Transalpino from Basel, heads south on the far side of Lago di Como. In the quiet, a salamander scampers up one leg and down the other. Una nubia magnifica, with a 4-foot wingspan, wakes up, squawks, then falls asleep again. A badger waddles through the bush below. The badger pees on the very rock on which I took a leak last night. A gray-red star, quiet as anyone's earliest memory, has risen higher over the dimly silhouetted mountains, looming like millennia across the lake. The gulls are barking, and each little light on the far shore unrolls a tongue of light across the lake. The songbirds have finished tuning up and have launched into the dawn symphony. The nubia floats past my window like a basketball player with a twig in his beak. I stick my head out over the railing and imitate the warbling of a happy wren perched nearby. The wren throws his pens and papers into his briefcase and flies away without a peep. The sound of dry midsummer leaves falling like obsolete love letters among the rocks and the sounds of stones taking wayward tumbles to the lake below. I'm awake and practicing my oboe, ignoring all those statues of Christ suspended from high-flying choppers. Voyeuristic ornithologists with raincoats, binoculars, and bird books. It's not the count, the lifetime lists. It's just watching, quietly entering into their strange little world. There's one mellow American player on every Italian basketball team. Everyone's so polite. There's never any hollering and screaming. Before each pitch, the batter bows to the pitcher. Italian television, every time you switch it on, they're showing last year's World Series, or maybe one from the year before, with an announcer patiently explaining, in a golf announcer's Italian whisper, each subtle gambit and why you have to stand up and stretch in certain innings. Toronto's a city swollen with people unable to get into the United States. There's a guy in the Sky Dome who always picks on Klly Grbr, the blonde, blue-eyed third baseman for the Toronto Blue Jays. Grbr breaks down and complains to the press, says the guy has been so long on his case, it's starting to affect his play. He misses easy pop-ups, hits poorly. It's also affecting his eating, sleeping, sex life. Grbr, you're no good. You're no Christian. You're a born-again bum. But after the story appeared in the paper, the heckler stopped pestering Grbr, and Gruber's batting average and general play improved. A reporter asked Grbr to name 2 figures from history he'd most like to meet, and he cited Ronald Reagan and Jesus Christ. Those 2 would have known how to handle that heckler in the stands. He'd never heckle again. The whole world is playing basketball. The whole world is playing baseball, almost indistinguishably from the USA. Whatever happened to that mysterious heckler? It's better not to think about it too much. It's better not to think too much about it. Now that I've gotten that off my chest, more videos later.